So you might be looking here at my table, and the title, it's not a craft beer, which, usually I do craft beers, but I've had a suggestion from one of my viewers, Andrew Watts. Thank you for suggesting that I do a little series on just, mainstream beers. And, I've thought about this idea before. I've always wanted to do it, but I just never got around to doing it. So thank you, Andrew, for that little bit of a push, that little bit of a reminder of a series that I've been wanting to do for a little while. So let's get into these mainstream beers on this little series. Let's do it, guys. Beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for another Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you is not a craft beer, this is a mainstream beer. It was called the King of Beers. We got good old Budweiser here, repping some Blue Jays as well on this rally can. Coming in at 5% alcohol by volume, and no IBUs listed on the can. None, I don't think, on the website. But Untappd is coming in, showing it at 12 IBUs, which makes a lot of sense. I've had a ton of Budweiser. I'm guessing anybody watching this has too. It's Budweiser. It's right up there. It's one of the most, I'm pretty sure, top-selling beers around the world, or at least in Canada and the U.S. Let's get into it. It's a very distinguishable can, distinguishable logo. It's Budweiser. Everybody knows what Budweiser is. And we're pouring it into my Budweiser pint glass. I'm going to pour about half so that I can enjoy the other half on my own. Looking at the beer, it looks like any other sort of mainstream lager almost. Very, very pale yellow, super clear, can see right through it like no tomorrow. You can probably say a mile down the road with this beer. Nice little bit of white head on top. It's Budweiser. Let's have a smell. What's it? Not wood chips. What's the other one? It's more like sawdust. Light sweetness, like a sweet corn, sweet corny smell. Basic white bread, but very sweet, light melon almost, but not nice melon, like more, I guess, a little old melon. It smells like a lager. When you think of a beer smell, this is exactly what you're getting. You're getting a beery smelling beer. It doesn't smell bad. It smells almost like a little funky smell almost, but it ain't bad. It doesn't turn me off kind of thing. It's Budweiser. I like Bud. Cheers. Slightly sweet, corny, bready, watery. There's not much going on here, but it is a solid lager. If you're on the mainstream side of things, it's not bad. I enjoy Budweiser, to be honest. I like it because it reminds me of Calgary and my times out there when I go, because that's what everybody out there drinks that I know. It's crisp, a little funky, a little sour in the finish, like light bitter, sort of sour, and that's what I always remember Budweiser as being. It's having that little bitterness, little sourness, right in the finish of it, and it gives it that, I guess, its unique flavor in a sense. Mouthfeel is light, it's crisp, goes down easy. It's a very just relaxing. You can pound these back. If you're at a party, you can, shotgun them, funnel them, all that fun stuff that party goers do sometimes. But it just goes down easy. It's a nice kick back, relax. You don't want anything fancy. You just want to drink something that goes down smooth, and you're not really too picky about what flavors kind of thing you're getting. Budweiser's a great go-to beer. mean, even me getting into all the craft beers these past few years, I still will never turn down a Bud. I will still get a Bud if it's available the odd time. It's just something about that taste reminds you, like, this is just a regular old beer. And it's really good in that aspect. Looking on the can here for any information, there's not really much information. Just shows where all the, I guess, provinces that is brewed at. You got a website, you got trademarks, don't drink and drive, recyclable. There is some sort of stamp code on the bottom, probably a brewed on date-ish, maybe, or just a regular, like, I guess, number code or something. I can't tell. The very interesting thing, or really unique thing about Budweiser is that the cap on top has a crown punched into the top of the pull tab here, which is very, very unique, very nice. You always know when you're getting a Bud when you see those. It's just a beer, and it's a damn good beer, that's for sure. On the mainstream side of things, I love it. I love Budweiser, I can't deny it. It's just beautiful. It's a little bit of sweetness, a little corny, a little bready, nice little distinct, very distinct sour bitteriness right in the finish that sort of lingers on your tongue with a nice little breadiness there too. That's how I always identify Budweiser for sure. Moving over to the website, budweiser.ca, go to our brew. It says brewed the hard way. Budweiser has been brewed in Canada since 1980 using only the finest ingredients and our exclusive beech wood aging process. It has a smoothness and drinkability you will find in no other beer. Long live the king. Other than that, not really much information on the beer from the website side of things. They have a lot of, I guess, promotions, stuff like that. You know, different types of glasses. The glasses are NFL touchdown glasses. A little light. I'm guessing those light up when when that team scores a touchdown. Somehow, some way. They also do have a Prohibition brew. I've never had it. It's their non-alcoholic version. And also something I just see here, introducing Budweiser Reserve Copper Ale, which looks like it was made in part with Jim Beam, which I have yet to find here in Canada or here in at my LCBOs, but that'd be something very interesting to try. But yeah, not too much information on the actual website about the particular beer that I can find. But still, not too bad. It's a big business website, so you're gonna get a lot of flashy colors and all that stuff. But it's nice. It's a nice looking website for sure. Finally, moving over to Untappd, Budweiser has been given a very, very high score of a 2.54 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of a whopping 324,000 ratings. I mean, as far as comparing this to craft beers, especially in the lager category, there are many more beers that are, many more lagers that have a better flavor than this, but I'm not saying this is bad. I'm saying that I just enjoy it. As far as mainstream beers go, Budweiser, in my opinion, has been always very tried and true to me, tested, and it's just, it's good. I don't mind it at all. So cheers everybody on the final sip. Budweiser. On this scale, I don't know how I was definitely gonna be lower on the regular scale that I do, because I do craft beers and that's why I based it off of. So on that scale, I would probably get a 3 out of 10. But I guess on a different scale, the mainstream beer scale, where I'm gonna start doing this as well with these mainstream beers, deserves a solid 7. It's great tasting beer, goes down smoothly, but it has that weird funky taste which some people might be turned off by. But me, that's what makes Budweiser very distinct. It has that sort of soury, soapy bitterness right in the finish. That's exactly what Budweiser has always tasted like for me, and it's just a very unique quality to the beer. As for presentation, I mean, it's not bad. It's big. It's a red can. You got Budweiser there. You got your, I guess, team logo, depending on where you are in your country or in your state. They probably do different logos for them, but here being in Ontario, we got the Toronto Blue Jays on the can. So presentation wise, because there's no real information on it, also gets actually a 4 out of 10 for me, just because I like the can. It's a very distinctive can, and I've always enjoyed the Budweiser labeling. But with all that said, guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all the information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. And if you like these new mainstream beer videos, hopefully get a few more done. Let me know what you think about that, and if I should continue on that as well. With all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.